Okay, let the others get in. So we'll just continue our particular thing. So with respect to we have seen in the previous session how to represent your particular program into a flow graph or the program graph or the control flow graph. That's it, right? So with respect to different decisions, how it will be taken care. Okay, so now after doing all these things, okay, what was our aim? Our aim was not to uh, plot a graph for the given program, right? So our aim was to find the path because the name itself suggests that it is a path testing. So now we need to check what is this particular path is all about. What is path actually? They have given some definitions. We'll just go through one of this, all the statements, one by one. A path through a program is a sequence of statements that starts at an entry, junctions, or decision and ends. So what does that mean? The path is nothing but where it will be starting, where it will be continuing with respect to the nodes, sequence of nodes. After that, some decision may take care or some particular junction point may be available. Maybe it is not necessary that always you need to have a junction point. Okay, common point. Junction point is nothing but common point where the out degree of that particular node will be always 2. In degree is nothing but it will be 1. Understanding it. So, sorry, in degree is 2, out degree of this particular previous 2 node will be 1. So, out degree is 1, in degree is 2. This is what it will be saying with respect to your in degree and out degree. So, depending on that, we'll just decide which is junction, which is for your particular predicate node, 1 in degree, 2 out degree. For your junction node, 2 in degrees, 1 out degree. Understanding it? So depending on that, we'll just assume which node it is. Rest of it, if you are having only one particular, always the out degree, as well as with respect to the next node, it will be having only one in degree, rest of, so the starting and the ending point with respect to that, if you leave it, remaining all will be having 1 in degree, 1 out degree. So then you'll call it as a process block or the sequence, right? So that's what we have seen it. Same thing will be applicable here also. That is what your path is. The path may go through several junctions. That is, the junctions may be executed in number of times. Well, for example, your while loop depends on your particular processor. That is, the entire process can go with it. That is, there will be a link sequence that can be executed. All decisions, one or more times. Any number of times can execute. Path consists of segments that has smallest segment is a link and between the two nodes. So path consists of segments. Segments in the sense, see here, 1, 2 is that simple thing. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Once it is done, it can go with sixth statement execution. Once it is done, it will come back to the now. Once the statement fails, if condition fails, it will go with ninth statement execution. Once this is done, it will go to the if the statement is if that condition is failed, directly to the 11th statement, or else if the statement is true, 10th statement, then 11th statement. Understanding it. If what happens if the condition fails at this particular point, sixth statement, that is while condition itself, then it will directly go to that particular ninth statement without wasting its time to execute the seventh and eighth. It will just go back to the control will be given to the ninth statement. Once it is reached to the ninth statement, if that is statement is not or the condition is failed at that particular point of time, means it will just directly go with the 11th statement. This is how it will be flowing. The same thing will be applicable here also. So that is what we call it as a path. So they have given some assumption with respect to that one example. Same particular example, what we have discussed with respect to the first program that we have taken. So some particular graph they have given it, right? Same thing. So here, with respect to this, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. That is what they have mentioned. That is nothing but your path 1. Okay, that is nothing but your path 1. Fine. The next point. Another path. Sorry, another path. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That's it. 2 paths will be executed. Sir, how come you can, you will be knowing that it will be having only two paths? For me, I'll tell you, looking into the graph, we can easily judge how many graphs it will be having. Okay, so that we'll just check it out in the next coming slides. Don't worry about it. Okay, so don't worry about it. So you'll be just getting to know how that particular thing works. Just now, based on this particular program graph, the flow graph, I'm just identifying the paths. Paths are nothing but the sequential execution. That's it. It will be having some junction nodes. It will be having some. It may have some junction nodes as well as um, it may have some what you can say predicate nodes as well as process flow or your process block or a sequential flow of the nodes. Anything. Okay. So one particular path is with respect to your true statement, another particular path with respect to false statement. That's what they have just taken. Is it the strategy that they are using it? No, there are three strategies which will be using it. One is the statement testing. So all the statements should be tested with respect to each particular node. Okay, that is with respect to your statement testing. Statement is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 statements are there. All the 9 statements should be executed in that particular path. You need to choose in that particular way. Second one comes with respect to your branch testing. With respect to your link coverage, that means suppose if you are taking with respect to 2, statement 2, it's a predicate node. It will be having two ways to communicate. That means if it is true, it will go with the executing the third statement, then it will go with the fifth statement, then it will go with the sixth statement, then it will go with the eighth statement, then it can reach to ninth statement. This is one path. This is one particular path that will be just taken. So this is based on the link coverage you need to execute. Statement is based on the node coverage. Node coverage means all the nodes may not be executed. If it is executed in a sequential manner, say for example, my particular program is something like this. Statement 1, read x, comma, y. Why always x comma y? X is always known as unknown. Next value of next variable for or next letter of after x is y. So that's why I'm taking that particular thing. So that is a notation that I'm using it over here. So after that, write x value. Third statement, write y value. After this, fourth statement, z variable will be holding the value as x multiplied by y. The next statement is fifth one. Fifth one, what it says? Fifth statement is saying that output or write, output or write, anything you can use it, right? Z. That's it. Okay. So this is my particular program. With respect to this particular program, I need to write the program graph. How to mention the program graph? How many nodes I require? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because 5 statements are there. This is the first thing. Next thing is I need to have a directed edge between this. This is in the sequence. That is process block. This is because I don't have any predicate node here. Still, I can form a path. Understanding it. That's what the idea behind this. So now I need to mark it with respect to the nodes, node name, right? So this is node 1. This is node 2. This is node 3. This is 4. This is 5. It will be executed. It comes. Very simple, right? Easy way. So this is nothing but your statement testing. Every node should be covered in that particular manner. Suppose if I change this particular, now if I just rewrite the code as now I rewrite the code as, so fourth statement I'll just make it as predicate one. If x is greater than or equal to y, then do. Okay, the next statement should be renamed. Instead of 4, it should be 5. Sixth statement. Else z equal to 0. Fine. Fine. In this particular case, what need to be done? What can be, what we can just do? So we need to have 5 followed by 6 followed by, this should be 7th statement. Now how to represent this? Take the eraser. Fine. So now what I'll do is I'll just try to draw that once again. How many nodes I require? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 6, 7. Okay. I don't know exactly how it will be going. I'll just giving an idea. Okay. So we'll just check it out how it will go. Okay. It's a single node. So after 1, 2 will be executed. Next 3 will be executed. There is no problem. After 3, with respect to your 4, it may execute 5. After executing 5, you may execute the 7th statement. 7th statement may be available here. So I need to rearrange this particular entire scene, whatever we have just created it. So this will be going wrong. This is also not needed. So this one is also not needed. This one is also not needed. I'll just try to name this particular nodes, and I'll be having some idea. And it will be easy for us to understand also. 1, this is 2, this is 3. Okay, once it reaches to 3, nothing to do. So when it reaches to 4, there is a problem. That is predicate. It is a predicate node. So this predicate node will be having 2 directional. So it can have, can either go with saying that statement works out true, execute, it will be executed, or else it will get go with it. So here 3 more nodes I require. One is with respect to your okay. After executing your fifth statement also, your seventh statement will be executed. After executing your sixth statement also, it will be executing the seventh statement. This is how it will be working, so, right? So now you got an idea how to write this particular flow graph. So with respect to this flow, so how this particular path testing strategy will be working means it should execute all the nodes with respect to node coverage. That means how, what are all the nodes that will be coming with respect to that particular area, it will do it. So here two paths are available. One is 1, 2, 3, 4. After that 5, it need to execute. Once the 5 is executed, 7 should be executed. This is one way of representing the path. The other one is 1, 2, 3, 4, followed by sixth one, because in the fourth one, there will be the condition will be failed. Because of it, you will be represented with respect to your this is 5. This statement will be sixth one. This statement will be seventh. Based on this, it will be working. Okay. So this is how it will be taken care with respect to your statement branch, statement testing, branch testing, and at last that is path testing. Path testing means all the particular nodes should be reached. That's what it says. So that is the assumption that we are making it over here. Okay. So any doubt with respect to this class? Is there any doubt how to write it? How the path will be executed? How the path will be identified? If you have any doubt, you can ask me. That's what it says. First the statement, then the branch comes, then at last the path will be taken into consideration. All the necessary. All the statement with respect to the node coverage, whether it is reached. Suppose 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 5. If this 5 statement is not executed, means then there will be a problem. So this is how all the particular node that is coming under that particular statement execution, you need to have it. Each node should be having it. The next step is you need to choose one more particular path, right? You can go with 1, 2, followed by 3, 5, 7, 8, 9. Although you may think that this may not be the correct particular path, but this will be coming in. So this is one more particular path that we have just taken. Understand that? One more, the other one. Is there any other particular path? Yes. If it is false, then true, followed by the next one. So we'll just come to know with respect to this. The coverage table, that's what they have given it. So your 2 and 5 are taking the decision. So that's why we are just separating that. With respect to the path, 1, 2, 3, then 5, followed by 6, followed by 8 and 9. So this, if it is taking, means the edges are named as A, B, C, D or something like that. So which particular edge you are taking it. So edges has been named as process link. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, what is the column name that you are having it, no, till J. It is nothing but the edge name. The node name is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, just to avoid the confusion, they have done it. So what is this 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 8, 9? It is represented in terms of nodes. A, B, D, F, H, J. It is nothing but in terms of link that we are having, it. Process link, whatever we are having, it, or the edge set, whatever we are having, it, that corresponds to edge set. Understanding it? So if both are true, that is, second statement when it is reached, if it is true, then it will go with third statement execution, then it will go with fifth statement execution. Once this is particular thing is also taken care with respect to one more predicate statement. So if it is that, once it is saying that yes, okay, so with respect to this particular statement, it is true, then it will go with sixth statement execution, then it will be. So whichever the nodes has been reached, they have ticked that particular process link that has been reached, or which edge has been taken care, that one has been ticked over. That's it. Understanding it. This particular table is called as coverage table. Just for our understanding, we have written that. So now, with respect to your Pascal program, this is written in Pascal program, as I was explaining you in the previous sessions also with respect to your triangle problem statement. Once we take a look in the first module, there only we have just discussed about it. Whichever the programming language that you know, you can write it. That is why they have given it very simple. You need to address that particular program in terms of each line by line number. That line number constitutes the node. After that, where that particular control goes, that is nothing but your directed edge. That is nothing but your process link. It will be told that. So based on that, they have just given you the diagram of the flow chart with respect to your triangle problem. So it accepts 3 integers. That's why dim is nothing but delimiter. Understanding it? So delimiter, which is ABC, which will be treated as which data type? It will be treated as the data type as an integer. So then the next one is